You need the best solo drop spots because you either need to get better or stop dying off the rip. So let's jump into it. This first one we're talking about is just north of Ritzy Riviera, and it's this little building, little area, windmill, farm looking place here. What I like about this spot is that you can get shield pretty easy, and it's not really contested much. If you start out by landing exactly on this roof as I did, you can get lucky sometimes and get some shield straight from Boxy. You can just talk to her and she might drop something, or you can buy a Flowberry Fizz here as well. I got lucky and got a 50 pot as well as landing on one, so that helps us out a lot, you know. You have a chest right here as well. I got lucky with some pizza. There will always be 3 barrels right there. You come down to the main floor and you can get some vegetables, blah, 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 whatever, right? But the main thing here is making sure that you get some good shield off the rip. It's not contested, and you actually have good chances of getting some loot. So you can see I've already hit a couple chests here. There's a reboot van if you're hopping into duos or anything. You know, if your friend dies off the rip, you can get them back there. But this whole house is wonderful to loot. What I really like as well is popping into this little shed here too. There's, you know, a crate here as well, a chest here. And you got a couple barrels too. So you should always be walking out of here with at least 50 shield, just hitting the barrels. And as you go along too, you can get a Flowberry Fizz and maybe some other shield pots as well. So that's our first spot, just north of Ritzy Riviera. You can rotate here north to Rebel's Roost, or you can go into Ritzy right after you're done looting. Now, if you guys haven't already dropped a sub or a like on the video, make sure you do it now, because this is my favorite and the best solo drop spot in Fortnite right now. So we are here just south of where we were before. That was our first drop spot right there. Here is our second, and what I think is the best. So if you're dropping in, you immediately want to do this right here. Go all the way to the top and drop on this first part here. You can get a chest off the rip. Get whatever loot you want, but here is the key thing right here. You drop down to the second floor and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Literally more barrels than you need right off the rip when you land here. You get immediate shield all the way and then some, right? So you land right there, you get your shield immediately, and then you drop down and you just start, you know, looting this area as you would like. There's sometimes some loot in here, right? You come in here, there's a chest on the bed every time. You go down to the main floor, there's always a chest right here as well. And then in the kitchen too. And I really like this too because you have good rotations out of here as well. So once you loot that up, you can go north to Ritzy Riviera. You can go south to this yacht, which I'll show you guys in a second. But one thing that I really like about this area specifically that you can also use for our first drop spot as well is this mountain right here. You know, right here at the tip of the mountain, you have a jump pad to get out, and you also have this nice little area where the train comes by. You can also hire an NPC too and buy shield pots, but that's not what I'm hinting at. I really like this because of that jump pad up there, and in this area right there on my ping is where you can kill those guards and find out where the next circle will go. Helps out a lot, and it gives you intel, especially if you're using this for rank. It gives you intel that is very valuable for the rest of your game. If you don't rotate up there, you can come here. You know, a guard comes out here, he drops a key, loot the whole yacht, and then the vault on the yacht as well. After you do that, you can rotate into this little ruined area, or you can rotate into that little house as well, which is also great. I really like this because once you start making your way down here, you can start cutting off people from Snooty and Pleasant Piazza as well. This is just my favorite drop spot. I always go here. You guys got lucky that I'm giving it to you second. I got 3 more for you guys as well. Now, the third spot is here just east and north of Grand Glacier. A lot of you guys already know about this spot. I recently started going here as well. I do really enjoy it. On this top layer, you have a few barrels and obvious, you know, stuff you can loot up here, as well as ammo boxes and whatnot. On the outsides and the roof there as well. But what I love about this spot is that when you come down here off the zip line, right past this reboot van, which is really clutch, is this slurp truck. So you guys know, as soon as you hit this, you get full shield. That is one of the things that I really love in my solo drop spots, is how fast can you get full shield. Too many times you're starting fights without any shield, without full shield, whatever it may be. I want to land somewhere where I know that I can get full shield and fast. So having that slurp truck there is so important. Another thing that I really like about this is that you can hit these zip lines that go up to these windmills, and up here is loot as well. So you got not only this first one, but you got what, 3 other ones as well, 4 in total, that have chests, ammo crates, and just random ground loot, floor loot on as well. And then underneath you see there's a crate, or there's a little landing spot as well. You can come here and you can easily rotate out as well, because there are other zip lines too that take you to the main land. You got this one on the left and this one on the right. make it for great rotations to get you out of this area, so that way you're not stuck and having to swim in. Now my fourth spot is right here, just a little bit on the west side of the map in this lower corner. I don't know what you call it, but it's, you know, north of this little airport looking area. It is a great spot to land. I really like this spot before previous updates because I think there was a little bit more barrels to find so you could get your shield quicker, but this is still a wonderful spot to drop. You already see there's a barrel there. One thing that I really like about this spot is that there is this like lower, not vault area, but you know, this place with the weapon crates. You know for certain that you are gonna get blue weapons when you get them out of these crates. So already getting 3 weapons of blue rarity is a great start. I'm also gonna tie this drop spot into this airport area because you can land there and then rotate into this and vice versa. But I really like this spot a lot because it's small. It's not really gonna be contested. Like I said, it did have more barrels before previous updates. Now I think it's a little bit less, but it's still a great spot to land at. Like I said, you can land at the airport and rotate in, or vice versa, land here and then go there. But one thing I like about this spot specifically is that if you rotate in past this lake, up here on that mountain is the jump pad for rotation. It's gonna be really, really good. If you need, before you rotate and hit that thing, you know, you guys can come over here and fish, and, you know, hopefully get some shield fish to make up for the lack of the barrels that used to be there. But this is a great spot to land at, and I really enjoy it. Like I said, kind of a not necessarily hidden gem, I would say. It definitely used to be, but it is definitely a better spot to land at. There's going to be a little bit less contested, and you know that you can pop in and out, kind of have a better start and just work on surviving more so than off the rip, getting kills, racking those up. And my last drop spot is going to be right here, just north of where we were in Pleasant Piazza, and it's for one specific reason. Exactly. This vending machine has a Ninja Turtle mythic in here, and I think since the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle update, the mythics have been awesome. I love them for rotations. They're definitely my go-to rotation item. So being able to land here and get that and get out is great. Pleasant is also a nice drop spot. I do like all the houses and stuff. Yes, it's going to be contested. Yes, there are going to be people here. Yes, you're going to get into some fights, but you know that if you have the gold, you could come down here, buy that, and then dip out. You also know that you could come here and get some shield pots as well if you have the gold too. Now, I do think that every named POI has these, but I do enjoy being able to land and immediately the best rotation item in the game, the best mobility item in the game. And if you guys think I did good, 5 out of 5, then make sure you guys leave a like and a comment, but that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys use code DUMP in the item shop, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.